welcome to Clash of the Dice. I'm James.
I'm Joshua.
And this is episode 4 of our Age of Sigmar Skirmish campaign, in which my little plucky band of Karajan overlords, headed up by the ether chemist Dwambur, are trying to find their way back to a skyport after crashing their sky vessel in the dark and fog.
However, they are getting constantly ambushed by a Khorne Bloodbound warband, led by the one, the only Farrell, who unfortunately is being called Phil by my father.
You started it, you called him Phil in the first place.
Hey!
Anyway, let's see how we get on. This is the Karajan Overlords warband that I'll be using. We've got Dwambur the Ether Chemist, who is the general. He has got the command ability of Inspirational Fighter, so re-rolling hit rolls of 1, and his relic is the Blessed Amulet, which gives him +1 wound. And since the last battle, we've been joined by 2 more Sky Wardens. One is a Custodian with a Sky Pike and a Vulcanizer pistol, and the other has got a drill cannon.
Okay, I now have my warband. I gained 3 extra blood letters through the Blessings of Khorne, because he apparently says we need more because apparently we're not doing too good.
So he's sent you some more demon reinforcements, has he?
Yeah.
So your 6 renown from the previous battle you spent on 3 more blood letters.
Yes.
Okay, it's also worth noting that because of the differences in renown between my warband and your warband, you get a re-roll, an underdog re-roll in this upcoming skirmish.
So yes, I have got 3 blood letters and a reroll.
And your general?
He's got the +1 to wound rolls command ability, and he's also got the Soul Severed Blade, which means he picks one of his weapons and he can re-roll wounds for that weapon.
Yep. Dwambur and his little band of followers have been joined by some more Sky Wardens. They've managed to regroup after the crash and find their way back to the main party. And they've been drawn inexplicably towards this clearing in the canyon, like some kind of mysterious circle. And Dwambur himself is almost transfixed by it, and he can't move away from this magical circle. And while the other Karajan overlords are trying to work out how to help him, in the distance, the Khorne Bloodbound are approaching yet again to try and put an end to the dwarves, the Dwardin. This is the Vortex of Power scenario from the Age of Sigmar Skirmish rulebook, and essentially, for me to win a major victory, Dwambur has to survive without taking more than 3 wounds, or mortal wounds. Now, while he's within an inch of the magic circle, he can't move more than an inch away from the magic circle, he will get a 4-up, feel no pain. So he ignores wounds and mortal wounds on a 4-up. Now, this is because we're playing the campaign. In the regular scenario, if you're playing it as a one-off scenario, it's a 5-up, but because it's campaign, it's 4-up. And I've got a deployment zone up to halfway into the stone circle, going right the way across the map. And I've decided to group everybody reasonably close to their glorious leader. And Joshua's Khorne Bloodbound have got a 6-inch deployment zone, and he's put them together in a big arrow-shaped cluster. Victory conditions. If one player wipes out their opponent's warband, the game ends immediately and they win a major victory. Otherwise, the game lasts for 5 battle rounds. If at the end of the game, Dwambur is still on the battlefield, I win a major victory unless he has suffered at least 3 unsaved wounds or mortal wounds, in which case I win a minor victory. If Dwambur is slain, then the bad guys win a major victory unless Phil has also been slain, in which case they win a minor victory. If Dwambur has been slain, but the rest of my warband, all of the rest of the Khorne Bloodbound have been wiped out, the result is a draw. So, let's see how we get on. And in this scenario, the Khorne Bloodbound automatically get the first turn. In their turn, the Khorne Bloodbound just ran forwards in a mob and have swarmed towards the Karajan Overlord position. Because they all ran, there's going to be no charging, so that's effectively the end of their turn. So on to Karajan Overlords, turn 1. The Karajan Overlords have shifted to their left to meet the oncoming advance from the Khorne Bloodbound. the Ether Chemist, Dwambur, has shifted over as well. He can move, he can shoot, and effectively can charge, as long as he always remains within an inch of these glass beads that represent the edge of the magic circle. So he has shifted over slightly himself. And he's used his Ether Chemist ability to pick a weapon type, and they get +1 attacks. Now I've gone for the volley guns, so that would be this Sky Warden here and this Arcanaut here. They get +1 attacks with their volley guns. This guy here. So we're going to move on to the shooting phase, and the only things that are in range is basically from these guys this way. So the deck sweeper can't shoot because it's got nothing within 12 inches, but everything else has got a target in range, and they are going to pile everything into the Bloodstoker, who is leading the charge. Let's see if we can cut the head from this snake. Let's move on to the shooting phase. Should mention as well that everything except this Sky Warden with the volley gun and this Sky Warden with the drill cannon are within the 6-inch bubble for re-rolling 1s to hit. Now we're going to start off with the 2 ether shot rifles. We'll fire them both at the same time, even though in skirmish they're separate units, but they've got exactly the same stats and they're shooting at the same target. So that will be 6 shots, hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s with -1 rend and 1 damage each. So re-roll the 1. That doesn't count. Right, so 4 hit, wounding on 4s. Nothing wounds. Okay, so that was quite ineffective from the Thunderers. Let's move on to the volley guns. We'll fire the Arcanaut's volley gun first, because even though it is exactly the same weapon as the one for the Sky Warden, it's got a different stat line. It's only got 18-inch range. He is still in range. And we're hitting on 5s, wounding on 4s with -1 rend and 1 damage each. So 7 shots, because he's getting the extra shot from Dwambur. So hitting on 5s. And re-rolling 1s. Oh, that's actually pretty good for him.
You got 3 hits there.
Yeah, he's normally rubbish at that.
And they need
4s. See if they can actually wound,
Yeah.
unlike the Thunderers.
You got 1 wound!
-1 rend.
I need 5.
5 up save.
No.
Nope, that's 1 damage, so he takes a wound. So now the Sky Warden, same weapon, but this time hitting on 4s, wounding on 4s with a 24-inch range. And that is only 2 hits.
So the one that's worse at hitting got more hits.
Indeed. Wounding on 4s. 1 wound, -1 rend.
Again, need 5s. No, 1 again.
And that's another wound off him.
Yes, so that takes him down to
3.
3.
So the drill cannon next. 1 shot, hitting on a 4. That's a hit. Wounding on a 3. That's not a wound, because you wouldn't have got a save against that, and that would have done a flat, well, that would have done D3 damage, so on a good roll, that would have been a dead Bloodstoker. That's all my shooting done. Everybody else is out of range. I'm not going to be doing any charges. There's no battle shot to take, so rolling off for the next turn. Kind of hoping I get the first turn.
You roll first.
I'm not going to get the first turn, am I? Because you win.
No, you're not.
You win ties, so. Right, on to Khorne Bloodbound, turn 2. The Khorne Bloodbound have moved forwards, they've just simply moved, nobody's run this turn, and we now have the Bloodstoker in charge range of this line of Kharadron Overlords here, but also Dwambur is in range. It's an 11-inch charge to get to any of them.
We're going for Dwambur.
Let's see, well, roll the dice and see what you get. You do have a re-roll. You got a 5. You can re-roll 1 dice, and even then, if that was a 6, that wouldn't get you there, so that's a failed charge. That's a shame. On to Kharadron Overlords, turn 2. Dwambur used his command ability for re-rolling hit rolls of 1 again, and he's going to give the extra attacks this time to the ether shot rifles. so that we've got a few more shots that hit on 3s rather than 5s. These two Caradrons have moved forwards to plug this gaping gap that was leaving a very tasty invitation to the Bloodstoker, and now we're going to go on to the shooting phase. Everybody else moved over a little bit, so they're now within 6 inches of the re-rolling ones to hit Aura. We're going to start with the ether shot rifles, both of them going into the fill. So this is 8 shots, and that's because this guy here is a gunnery sergeant, in case you missed the previous episode where he made his first appearance. So he gets 4 shots instead of 2. He gets 2 shots, but then they both get 1 extra shot because of Dwambur's ether chemist ability. So that makes 8 shots, hitting on 3s, winning on 4s, with -1 rend and 1 damage each. Rerolling 1s. There's a 1. And that's not bad. So now wounding on 4s, 7 hit. And that is 4 wounds at -1.
So 4 dice need 5s. I need to save at least.
Drop.
Need to save at least 3 of these. No. I saved 1 of them.
Phil falls. And that's going to make things considerably easier for me. You're now bravery 5 for your battle shock tests.
Also,
although it does now mean that nothing is in range of my dex sweeper. Shooting next, we'll go for the Arcanaut with his volley gun, and he's going to go into we're going to this leading what's he called? Bloodletter demon. So that'll be 6 shots, hit on 5s.
he's just hissing at you.
And that is, so far, 3 hits with 3 1s, re-rolling them.
That's another hit.
4 hits. Winning
He's
on 4s.
doing well.
He's obviously been practicing.
Yeah. Dwambur has been tutoring him.
And that is 2 wounds.
2 dice.
-1, so
Needing
that's 6 of
6s.
saves.
Hooray. No.
Right.
Dead.
Bloodletter screams and goes back to the realm of Khorne.
Splat.
And then we'll use the other volley gun from this Sky Warden. He's going to go into, let's go for, I think we'll go for that Bloodletter there. And this will be 6 shots, hitting on 4s, wounding on 4s, re-rolling 1s, and that is 4 hit, wounding on 4s. That's cocked, would you agree?
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
And
It
that
still
is
failed.
2 wounds at -1, so 6 up save.
1.
But he does 1 damage, he's only got 1 wound,
Yep.
so another one roars and goes back to the realm of Khorne.
Basically goes splat.
Yeah. Then we shall use the drill cannon.
Is this going in on my Chaos Champion?
That is indeed going on the Chaos Champion. So, hitting on a 4.
No.
Re-rolling 1s.
Although I have got that.
That's a hit.
Need a 3.
Wounding on a 3. That's a wound. -3 rend.
Doesn't get a save.
And that's D3 damage.
Okay, if you get a 1, I'll be happy.
No, that's 2.
That's a 2.
That's gone. Everybody else is out of range, so we're not going to be doing any charges either. On to the battle shock phase, and because Joshua has lost 4 models, he's down to bravery 5 because one of them was his general. On a 2 up, more of the horde are going to flee in terror.
Yes!
Would you believe it? Right, roll off for the next turn. Oh, what?
Again.
So,
like
on to
Davy.
Khorne Bloodbound, turn 3. The Horde have surged forward in their bloodlust for revenge after the fall of their Bloodstoker captain, general, whatever rank he is.
They didn't get scared, they got angry.
They did, didn't they? Roll with a 1 in their battle shock test, and then you get the next turn. That was somewhat lucky. Anyway, so they've surged forwards, and we now have quite a few of them within charge range, but they're quite long charges. So let's move straight into the charge phase. You do have a reroll, just to remind you.
He's going to be charging first.
Okay, so roll the dice, see how far he can get.
He can get 7.
That's not quite far enough, I don't think. Let's just double check. Joshua needs at least an 8 for this Blood Warrior to get to this Gunnery Sergeant. And roll the die, then decide who you're going to charge, because this guy's got a drill bill. So if you charge him, he automatically takes a mortal wound.
So,
Or is it on a 2-up? We'll have to check that. But yeah, if you're gonna target the Gunnery Sergeant with your charge, then yeah, stuff happens.
Yeah, I'm spending my reroll to...
So you've currently got a 6. That's an 11. So yeah,
11.
Now you can choose. So the Blood Warrior charged the Arcanaut with the cutter and the pistol. The Blood Reaver needs a 9, did we say?
Yep.
The Blood Letter next to him needs a 10, and the other 3 Blood Letters all need 11s. So, who are you doing first?
Blood Reaver.
Blood Reaver.
So I need a 9. No.
That's a 5.
Blood Letter.
Blood Letter.
Need a 10.
That's
No.
an 8.
Blood Letter. Need 11.
That's a
No.
10.
Blood Letter. Need 11. No.
7.
Blood Letter. Need 11. No.
6. Okay, so on to the combat phase.
Yes.
And we're going to do the Blood Warrior against the Arcanaut. This little Arcanaut's been pretty sturdy in combat so far.
Yeah, he has, but...
That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work this time.
Exactly.
Now, the Blood Warrior is within 3 inches of 2 fart technology weapons. So that is -1 attacks, going down to a minimum of 1. So he's down to 1 attack. And he's hitting on
3s.
Hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s.
4s.
Yeah.
So we'll start with the hit. So I need a 3.
That's a hit.
Need a 4.
That's not a wound.
And
Now I
it's
get
your
to
turn.
choose to pile in and fight with somebody. We'll start with the Arcanaut. Plucky Arcanaut, hitting back with his cutter. That's 1 attack, hitting on 4s, wounding on 4s, and a rend. That's a hit. That's a wound.
No rend. Need a 4. No, he takes a wound.
Yay, the Plucky Arcanaut does it again. Well, he's not dead, but yeah.
I hate the plucky Arcanaut. He's too plucky.
Right, now then, if I want to, I can pile in with some dudes. But we've checked and reread the rules, and I think we agree. Please feel free to correct us. The rules say you can pile in, and then you must attack. So I'm choosing to not pile in. So no battle shock to take. That's the end of the Khorne turn. So on to Kharadron Overlords. Turn 3. They've all stayed still. Dwambur has used his command ability for re-rolling hit rolls of 1. He's used his Ether Chemist ability, and we will put it on the Ether Shot rifles again. I had and ahhed about putting it onto the drill gun, because he's only got 1 shot, and if I double his shots, then hopefully there's a chance of getting a wound roll of a 6. If I do a wound roll of 6, then other units take mortal wounds and stuff, but no, we won't do that. We're just going for extra shots on the Ether Shot rifles. So we're going to move on to the shooting phase, and we're going to start with Dwambur himself using the big fart gun, D3 shots going into this rampaging Blood Warrior.
If you got 3 ones, I would laugh so hard.
That was a drop.
3 ones, I'd laugh so hard.
Let's see. That's not 3 ones, that's a total of 10 shots.
That's not very funny.
10 shots. Hitting on 4s, wounding on 4s, -2 rend, 1 damage each. Rerolling 1s. There's a 1. And that is just 3 hit. And wounding on 4s. That's 1 wound at -2 rend, so you need a 6.
I do indeed. If I get a 6, I will be very lucky, but I'm not.
Blood Warrior falls.
Splat.
Right. Let's check out who else is in range of stuff. Deck Sweeper, shooting at this nearest Blood Warrior. No, Reaver. Blood Reaver. So much blood. Blood Warriors, Blood Letters, Blood Reavers, Blood Stokers.
Yeah.
The blood dude over
Blood
there.
dude.
Closest. Right. D6
Close.
shots. For 2. Hitting on 4s, winning on 4s. Rerolling 1s. but not twice. So that's 1 hit, wounding on 4. That's a wound. -1, so no save, 1 damage.
Splat.
Moving on to volley gun. Should we split fire?
It's up to you.
No, we'll put 4 shots into this nearest blood letter.
4 rounds straight through his chest. Ouch.
Right. 6 dice, hitting on 5s, re-rolling 1s, and that's 2 hit, winning on 4s, 2 hits at -1, so 2 6-ups. Nope. Blood letter roars and disappears.
1 goes through his foot and 1 goes through his face.
Right. Let's go for the other volley gun. Into
The champion.
the champion blood letter. 6 shots, hitting on 4s, winning on 4s, -1. Re-rolling 1s. And that is 3 hit. Winning on 4s. 2 wounds at -1. That's another dead blood letter. Gunnery Sergeant, so this will be 5 shots going into the next blood letter. 4s and 4s. Would you say that's cocked or would you say that's a 4?
I'm going to give you the benefit that's a 4.
Okay.
Because it's not as central slanted, it's more slanted onto the 4.
Rerolling the 1. That is 4 hit. Oh, it's 3s anyway, isn't it? Hits on 3s.
Yeah.
Winning on 4s. And 1 wound at -1. So 6-up save.
Yeah. From the dice.
Nope. Blood letter goes. This guy, 3 shots.
That's a lot of splatting. How many
Cheers.
have you killed? 1, 2, 3, 4.
3s and 4s. Rerolling the 1. 1 hit. Winning at 4. That's a wound. 6-up save to save this blood letter. Nope.
That's 5 dead. 5.
And finally,
Nobles dead.
drill cannon. So
He
that
drilling.
is, yeah, who we're going to drill? We'll drill the thing that's actually gonna. No, none of them will get a save against this. So we'll go for that because it's got the most armour.
Who are we going to drill?
Or should we go for that because he's the closest? We'll go for that because he's the closest. 4s and 3s. That's a hit. This is going to be a 6. No, doesn't wound. Right, no more shooting. I'm not going to be making any charges. So, battle shock test. How many did I just take out?
5.
5.
I counted.
So, roll a dice to see how many run away, because you've only got bravery of 5. So, this time somebody will run.
Basically, whatever number I roll on the dice, that number will run away.
Yeah. Roll a 1. Go on. 5. How many you got left?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You took away the one that was closest?
I want to leave my champion, man.
Oh, okay,
I
fair
want
enough.
to leave my champion and my blood letter.
Right, rolling off for the next turn.
If I get this, it's 1,
It's
2.
my turn to win one, surely. Not like
Yeah,
I'm complaining, I haven't lost anybody yet.
Get a 1.
It's a 4.
It's a 4.
Don't get a 5.
It's a 5!
Khorne Bloodbound, turn 4. So the 2 remaining members of the Bloodbound warband are making their way ever closer to the gun line of the Kharadron Overlords. It's a real shame that there's no such thing as Overwatch in Age of Sigmar.
No, it's really great. It's really great, especially seeing as I'm Khorne and you're a bunch of Kharadron Overlords.
Right, so charge phase, because you can't shoot.
Okay.
Shooting's fun, you should try it.
I would if I had a shooting army.
Who's charging first?
Him, because he needs 7.
Bloodletter needs a 7.
That's at
See?
8. So we can go to there.
And the Blood Reaver, I'd say he probably needs a
Garrick.
6. If he needed a 7, he'd need a 6.
We shall check there. No, he needs about 7.
Okay.
Or if he's
It
going
depends who
there.
you get. Well, roll a dice and then you can decide who you're targeting, can't you? That's the way it works in Age of Sigmar. It's a 7.
7. So again.
Is he not in range?
He is, but I want to go to
Fluffy little dude?
I want to go over here.
Okay.
And go to there specifically.
Right. So he's within fart technology range, so he loses an attack.
Okay, can we budge him that way then?
It's 3-inch bubble, so
Okay. So he'll still be losing 1 attack, so he'll basically be losing his champion bonus.
yeah. Who's going first? Pick a unit.
Pick a unit indeed. I think we'll go with the Bloodlair. So 1 attack. 4's to hit, sorry. No.
Misses. Right, so now I pick a unit to attack with. So we're going to pile in with the Sky Warden, because he's done nothing yet. Nothing's been in range of him until now, so he's going to pile in. He's got a 2-inch range with his Sky Pike. So he's going to pile in like that. He can reach over the top. Get in there. And he gets 3 attacks because he's the custodian sergeant effectively, so he gets +1 attack. And 4s and 3s. Hit on 4s. That's 2 hit. Winning on 3s. 2 hits, -1 rend, so you don't get a save. Garrick is slain.
I've got no one else to attack with.
Nope. And then nobody else wants to pile in.
Battle shock test.
Oh yeah, good point.
He runs away.
Oh, there you go. A scaredy cat bloodletter, who'd have thought it? So I think that's a major victory for the Carriage Overlords.
Yeah, I think so. It's not like none of your units, models have died.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that one was a good game.
That was a good game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You got your entire army wiped out, and that was a good game.
And I didn't even do a single wound.
Okay.
That was just fun. Splat, 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 splat.
With the last of the demons vanishing back to the realm of Khorne, whatever spell or curse was keeping Dwambur trapped against this magic circle seems to have gone, and Dwambur is now able to pull away from the ethereal magic and continue their quest back towards the Skyport. The rewards of battle: Joshua gets 6 extra renown for a loss, and he also got an extra artifact for the next battle, and for that he's got the Blessed Amulet for his general, which will give him +1 wounds, just like Dwambur. And because we're playing the campaign, for that particular battle, which I won, I get 3d6 extra renown. And that's what I rolled. I rolled 4. It's possible to get worse, but not a lot. And for my rewards of battle, I got an 11, which is Famed Commander, and I get an extra d6 renown, which I got another 3. So that's 7 on top of my 10 for a major victory. Gives me 17 renown to win, to spend on my next battle. I thought you were going to start winning, because I'm running out of Carriage on Overlord models. I'm going to have to buy some more now. That's a lot of renown to spend, and I've only got 2 Thunderers left. Well, I think that is actually quite a difficult scenario to play if you are the one who is attacking. Because we've played that.
Yeah.
We're doing another campaign that we're not filming. Joshua is using Khorne Bloodbound again, and I'm using Iron Jaws, and I'm getting seriously whipped in that. And in that campaign, I was attacking as the Iron Jaws, so doing the bit that Joshua just did with his Bloodbound. It is really difficult. So the win condition is to take out the enemy general. It's really, really difficult. So yeah, I do feel for you a bit there. But
Yeah, that's. I mean, Khorne is still happy. He's got his blood, but
yeah, Khorne cares not from whence the blood flows.
yeah, but I mean, the guys who were shedding the blood, they're not very happy. Of course, they didn't get to do anything to the Carriage and Overlords. The Carriage and Overlords took no wounds.
Yeah.
Nothing. Zero.
Not a scratch. They walked away from that without a scratch.
Nada.
Plucky little Arcanaut with his cutter again.
He's too plucky. He's what he is. He's too plucky.
Yeah, he's a lucky little dude. So yeah, that's where we're at now. So we've got 2 episodes left to film with this. So we've got
The final build-up, and then we've got the big thing.
Yeah, we've got one more episode where we can accrue renown in preparation for the finale. And of course, the ironic thing is with this campaign, it's all for naught. It's whoever wins the final battle, the sixth and final battle, who wins the campaign. So, we shall see how that progresses in the future. But yeah, I need to go and buy some more Arcanauts now.
It's your fault for being so... It's your fault for taking a gunline army.
I don't think there's anything else to be said there. Thank you for watching, and please continue to like,
Comment.
and subscribe. And until next time, God bless.